This is no way to rob a bank. This is, honestly, I don't know what the hell this is. Are you trying to find what the hell's wrong with you?
Okay, so we already know that the Blacklist will be renewed for another 9th season, but is that going to be the last season of the show? Keep on watching to discover what the future holds for one of the best crime series on Netflix. If you want to watch our preview for the next The Blacklist updates, then be sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell to check it out. This is why the Blacklist might end after season 9. While being interviewed by Deadline, Sony Pictures TV Studios president Jeff Frost revealed that he wants the Goldbergs and the James Spader series, which are 2 long-running shows, to continue staying on air for a couple more seasons. Jeff Frost explained that his aim was for both series to continue stretching out as much as possible, but the reason why we are bringing this up and not what he said about the Blacklist is that he didn't really say much about it. This had made fans quite skeptical on whether or not the Blacklist will be continuing for another season. So is this actually it for the Blacklist? We just can't seem to point our fingers on it, as its 9th season hasn't been released yet. There is so much it could happen, and either the show runners will dedicate this season to explaining all the show's unanswered questions and call it a wrap, or it will hopefully open up other doors for the show to go on for at least another season. But even though we love this crime drama series a lot and have been following it for years now, how much story is there really left to tell on the Blacklist? Most of the higher ranking members of the Blacklist have already been exposed, but this is not the only reason why we think the series is doomed to end. Believe it or not, Raymond Reddington himself has revealed that this 8-year-long project is sadly near its end. So with all that being said, it is highly possible to suspect that season 9 of this series will also be its ending. But don't frown just yet, because there could also be some hope that the series could continue. However, the only option left for this series to keep giving us more episodes is for the show to change its course slightly and eventually develop a different narrative that goes beyond the concept of the original storyline itself. But this is almost impossible to happen, as most shows just finish off when the storyline reaches an end point. Stretching it out and creating a different narrative would just make the show lose its good reputation. Plus, doing this is very risky for the showrunners, as they could face a huge loss if the audience does not enjoy the change of course. Season 10 is yet to even be discussed for renewal. NBC will shortly decide if the show is worthy of continuing, along with the studio, cast, and crew members who helped in creating this show. What are the actors saying about season 9? Actress Boone, who plays FBI profiler Elizabeth Keene, is really proud of being part of the Blacklist and sharing its success. She says that the Blacklist has been a dream come true for her. Megan reveals in a recent interview that it's uncommon for a show to have this many seasons. She says that it's an achievement and an honor that viewers still watch and support the show even after there are countless other shows from which to choose. The Blacklist has changed her life and has given her a unique environment to play an amazing character like Elizabeth Keene. Megan Boone said that in the past, the showrunners have discussed ending the show before season 8, so this could mean that the story is finally on the wall for the Blacklist, and that season 9 could be the last one. James Spader, on the other hand, isn't forthcoming in sharing any secrets about season 9. The actor pretty much keeps things to himself, but he has admitted that he truly enjoys playing Red. The 61-year-old actor has been nominated for 2 Golden Globes for his role as Red. Diego Klattenhoff is still enthusiastic about playing FBI agent Donald Ressler. He has also opened to playing in a possible spin-off of the Blacklist. If this series ends, it's truly like losing part of ourselves. Wouldn't it be great if the Blacklist could just keep going on forever? What is the creator of the show saying about season 9? 47-year-old John Bokenkamp insists that filming during the coronavirus pandemic doesn't feel that different from the usual process of creating the show. Bokenkamp says that one of the most important people in Liz's life is Ressler. They really care about each other after all they've been through. As partners, how could they not have a relationship? The talented creator of the Blacklist also explains that the producers of the show rely a lot on animation nowadays. Since season 7, they've been using state-of-the-art production technologies and methods of filming to keep the action flowing throughout the long dark days and nights of the pandemic. Bokenkamp reveals that the animators are all working online, and not all of these talented animators live in the States. Some are even living across the country. The producers are working around the clock to bring the show to life. Each piece of animation takes around 5 weeks to get completed. Did you know that the actors record their dialogue in their own homes? It truly shows how times have changed. The upside of quarantine, according to the creator, is that they get to film in restricted areas. Unfortunately, Bokenkamp doesn't want to give away whether or not the series will come to an end after season 9. What will happen in this next season? This hit crime show has finally ended its 8th season. Now, viewers are wondering what's going to happen in its upcoming season. The first trailer for the Blacklist season 9 has been released in April. In the trailer, we see an irritated-looking Red while he is tied up and bloody. And let's face it, who wouldn't be irritated in the that situation. No one can really say what's going on because the clip is only about a minute long. It appears and flashes from Red to Liz. We'd better be getting more insight into Red's life, the Blacklist, and who's at the top of it. Perhaps Season 9 will finally reveal more about Red's true identity. In any case, characters Red and Liz will struggle until the end of the show, that is for sure, because in the end, that is what keeps us entertained. Anyway, a lot can happen in the next season as there are plenty of opportunities for anyone to kill anyone. Does that mean Red is going to die? Or Liz? The release date of The Blacklist Season 9. There isn't a specific release date yet, but NBC renewed The Blacklist for Season 9 in January 2021, and considering the past, the series release dates are earlier than expected. The Blacklist had major success and a lot of views, and just 1 month after Season 8 premiered on NBC, Season 9 had been renewed. The show is expected to come back to our screens at the end of 2021. There are of course some complications such as the pandemic and its effects on the filming industry, so production can still be postponed. We are just hoping that The Blacklist Season 9 will actually air on time. This show has been running since 2013, which is a privilege since so many other shows don't even get renewed for a second season, never mind 9 whole seasons. The first 5 seasons were released around September or October, but Season 6 premiered at the beginning of 2019. In October 2019, Season 7 began. Soon after, an 8th season premiered in February 2020. That means that Season 9 should air at the end of 2021. Hopefully. Who will be returning to the show? At the moment, no one is sure who will return in Season 9. Logically, it all depends on who survived at the end of Season 8. The rule of the show is that if you die, you don't come back. We will most likely see the return of actors James Spader, Megan Boone, Amir Arison, Diego Klattenhoff, Hisham Tawfiq, Laura Sohn, and Harry Lennox. The star of the show, James Spader, is set to return as Raymond Red Reddington. We might be wrong, but we don't think he'll be facing death even throughout the 9th season. This is mainly because the show revolves too much around him, and there's still so much we have to learn about Red. No matter what happens and no matter how tough it might get, Red can't die on us. The brilliant performances of these actors have secured their positions in the show and in our hearts. We also feel that there's so much left to do with all these characters. Let's not forget the wonderful guest stars who come and leave their mark on the show. That is why we are crossing our fingers for it to go on past Season 9. Do you think that this next season will really be the end of The Blacklist? Let us know down in the comments. Anyways, thank you for watching, guys, and we'll see you again in another video.